mode for Mexican death match.
Okay. So we're live. SummerSlam just ended. Let's get introductions out of the way. People, it's the tag team champions of wrestling reviews. My name is Liberal Hill, and my partner is.
What up, guys? It's RevTech. RevTech, as always, I'm glad to be here. Talking good stuff, wrestling, tag team champions. We'll get our own belts eventually.
It might be Brad Rules type of thing. But first of all, bootleg Walmart Mountain Dew is effing delicious. Let's get that out of the way. Second of all, this SummerSlam and NXT and Impact, we're going to do the reviews of all three. We're going to start off with SummerSlam. SummerSlam, look, I don't know when this started happening, but SummerSlam, I didn't know it started at around like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm waiting for like the real.
It actually started Eastern time, 5 o'clock your time.
What?
Yeah, it started at 5. It was 6. It was 6 hours long. Yeah, it was 6 hours long. It went that long.
That's crazy, man.
I missed the two first pre-show matches. They had Selena Vega and Cien Almas versus Rusev Day.
How the mighty have fallen.
And then what's the other one? What was the other one that I missed? I missed the Raw tag team match. Those two were kind of irrelevant to me. I didn't even realize that kickoff started that early. I was like 2 o'clock. When did SummerSlam become WrestleMania? Like for hours?
Yeah, like with the I can understand like the pre-show matches happening, but they put like the Seth Rollins match before 8 o'clock. Like I'm sitting here and I'm like doing some stuff, and I look up at 7:20, and all of a sudden I see Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. The champ is now. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Is this match happening before 8 o'clock? The hell?
Well, yeah, it started pretty early. I was really surprised, and I thought in that match, Ambrose was going to turn on him.
Yeah, I was expecting that too.
And it never happened. And I was like disappointed. I was like, wow, I feel ripped off. You brought Dean Ambrose back with a new look, looking like Triple H.
He does.
He does look like Triple H, like a Triple H, like 2000, I would say 2008 Triple H, I would say. And the way he walks is like Triple H too.
But here's the thing, though. They changed Dean Ambrose so much, he doesn't fit the character. Like, okay, what's his character? The lunatic fringe. He's not supposed to be with society. He's supposed to go against the culture. Now you're giving him like a fresh shave. As Slate Day would say, he's washed his ass. Okay, he's not a lunatic because lunatics don't wash themselves properly, and he has this nice haircut. You've killed his character in a sense because
now it's not the lunatic fringe anymore. It's called the Ambrose Asylum. It's called the Ambrose Society.
I throw a suit on him right now.
I was like, bruh, really? That's what we're going with?
Have been holding me back. You might well just go and hit that promo right now. See, wow. I please all you people, but I had to look inside myself and get a haircut and wash my ass. All in all, man, like Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler, good match. You know, great athleticism. That Seth Rollins reverse superplex into, I don't know what the dragon sleeper suplex back. I don't even know what the hell that was, but that was amazing.
Into a Falcon Arrow?
It's like a reverse. I don't even know what the hell that was.
That was like a spinning, like Blue Thunder Bomb, Falcon Arrow out of nothing.
And then Seth Rollins wins with the curb stomp, and it's okay. I mean, this was probably Rollins' best feud in a while, but here's the question: where does this leave Ziggler and McIntyre. Now, since Ziggler lost and he doesn't have a title, do him and McIntyre go for the tag titles, or does that mean McIntyre goes for a singles title and Ziggler's just there? Like, where do you go from here with that?
Well, spoiler alert to anybody. I know this is too early in the review, but we got a new Universal Champion. But I'm going to say this honestly. I don't know how this all works out now at this point. I really don't understand. I don't understand a lot of the puzzle pieces really tonight. I really don't get it. I don't understand because it makes no sense going forward. You got Hell in the Cell going on, and Hell in the Cell looks like one hot mess going forward, like storyline wise. Because I don't understand. I thought certain titles weren't going to change hands, and I thought Ziggler was going to hold on to the title because it makes more sense. If you think about it, he holds the title. Drew McIntyre looks really bad tonight, and they have a feud. Because that's what I was expecting. But I think what they're going to do is have that Dean Ambrose feud sooner than later with Rollins. But here's my thing about that. We've seen that 1,000 times before.
Yeah, they kind of got old.
And what are we doing with the whole Shield thing? Are we doing half of the Shield or the full Shield? If we're going that way, if we're continuing where we left off before Dean Ambrose got hurt with the Tommy John injury, where are we going? Where are we going with that? It just makes no sense to me. The writers, it just makes no sense what they're doing. It just
now unless they're gonna do like a 4-way Hell in the Cell for the IC title, but I don't even see that happening. See,
Hell in the Cell really looks really dumb at this point.
I mean, I'm trying to think of the match they could put in Hell in the Cell. Maybe it's probably gonna go to Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. That's probably how it's gonna go.
I don't think it's gonna go that way because you got between all that, you got the Cormier stuff going on in UFC with Brock Lesnar. So I don't think we're gonna see Brock Lesnar for a while. I think we'll see him back when a contract gets resolved of some sort. That's when we'll see him come back. I just really don't want to see Brock Lesnar have titles anymore for a while. For a good while. I want to see now I want to see the title at least become at least somewhat relevant. Sorry, spoiler alert, the title did change hands, by the way. But it was in a really stupid way. We'll get into that.
Then let's move on to the tag team championships for SmackDown. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't care about this match. In fact, I went out and got my free and came back to see the Braun Strowman Kevin Owens match. I mean, look, the New Day won because of disqualification. Nobody cares, man. Like, really, the Bludgeon Brothers, they're just big for no reason, and the New Day stick it's kind of old, man. Like, yes, they're good wrestlers, but I just didn't care about this match. I don't know about you, but
the New Day, I was what was I doing? I went to cause we got new groceries in the house. I went into the Case of the Monsters, and I was bored. I was literally at that moment, I was bored. It was like bathroom time at that point. I'm sorry, New Day, I like you. It's time. I'm sorry to any New Day fan. It is time for the breakup to happen. It's time. Big E deserves a push at this point. It shows it. Big E is, and even to Xavier Woods to a certain extent. I want to see Xavier on honestly either 205 Live, honestly, or for the Intercontinental title and have Big E fight for the United States title. Just separate them.
I would say
all of them.
Title push, like or the Universal title push.
Who, Big E?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big E, I agree with that, and maybe give Xavier Woods, because Xavier Woods is so high up in WWE anyway with his up, down, down, and he's so popular and he's so over. Now, Kofi Kingston, I could see him maybe forming his own little tag team of his own, but Kofi's done so much. I feel bad for him in the way because he's going to be pushed off to the side when they do break up.
He's only 6 months from retirement.
You're predicting that?
He's getting too old for this shit.
Damn, man. Americans calling it here retirement early. Jeez.
Kobe's been here for as long as John Cena, Zack Ryder, Randy Orton, and a list of other people. And quite honestly, he's probably produced the less results out of all of them. I mean, maybe Zack Ryder. I mean,
Damn, that is cold-blooded. Damn.
he's a notch better than Zack Ryder.
Ooh, this is interesting to me. That's the first time I've heard this from you in a while.
I mean, think about it. If he's on the same weighting thing as John Cena and Randy, we know what they've accomplished. We don't have to say it. And Zack Ryder's been there. He's been there
Well,
like a couple belts. Kobe's got a whole shitload of belts, but he hasn't broken into the main event mainly due to Randy Orton, basically shitting on him, and Vince not really liking black wrestlers. Whatever.
what up, Andre?
It's kind of hard to like really feel sorry for Kofi at this point. I mean, he's made it.
No.
He's basically like alumni now. He could reach that stage. He'll be good. He'll probably make a Hall of Fame 10 years from now, whatever.
It's hard for me because when you make that comparison about Zack Ryder just became a huge jobber.
But they coming to like the same amount of time.
And Zack Ryder's been more. Well, Kofi did Kofi have the world title? No. Did he have a world title ever?
6 times, I think.
Oh, okay. So he got the irrelevant title, not the prestige one. Okay.
US title like 5 or 4 times.
Oh, he make it. So that argument is there. The Zack Ryder's way worse. He's a notch down. I do agree with that now.
I think he got like 10 tag team title championships. Kofi does. I think he won 3 with Evan Bourne. Then he won 2 with R-Truth. Might be mistaken on that, but I know he won. They won the titles with New Day. I think like at least 5 times or something. No, was it 4 times? Might be 4 times.
Well, I just want to see the New Day kind of break up at this point. It's getting old, and Sanity. I just don't understand what they didn't pull the trigger with Sanity there. Sanity would have been a better pick for this match, though.
Yeah,
I didn't understand why leading up to it they had the tournament. Then when I saw New Day win, I just saw, oh wow, yeah, this match is gonna be this match. I just got up and walked up and got something to drink. I was at this point bored. I was already bored just because I was already bored because I knew how I was predictable. If you watch the Seth Rollins match, it was kind of predictable. After a while, you saw it was predictable. You knew who was going to win that.
It was all about ticket sales. That's the only reason probably Saturday didn't win. They won it, New Day, because New Day has a name in SummerSlam. Let's just stop talking about this irrelevant match. Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Why are they doing this to Kevin Owens? Why? Why are they shilling this man like this? This man has mic skills. He's talented in the ring, and he gets swatched by Braun Strowman. Like,
that was the quickest match I saw of the night. It was like 15. It was not even 15 minutes. It was like 10 minutes. This is more irrelevant than the New Day match, really. I can't really say anything for Kevin Owens because he did like one super kick and a punch, and it was all over. It was all Braun Strowman from there. I was just like, it's sad. Like, they need to repackage Kevin Owens so hard right now. It's not even funny.
What happened to Sami Zayn? That was going somewhere.
Sami Zayn got hurt. Sami Zayn was hiding injuries from WWE. He had 2 shoulder injuries and that one injury that John Cena had with his tendon. So we're not going to see Sami Zayn for we're not going to see Sami Zayn for almost a year, probably year and a half.
Ooh. Jobbing Kevin. Kevin is going to be jobbing for a while, I guess. I mean, not unless they put him in a feud with the IC title. I mean, that's the only way I can see.
Well, I thought they were going to do this. This is how I felt they were going to do this, since he was going to be part of Stephanie. Stephanie's giving him a chance and whatnot. Kevin Owens. I really thought that Kevin Owens was going to win the Money in the Bank, cash in on Roman Reigns, and I thought it was going to be more logical him winning the title over. Well, spoiler alert, guys, if you're coming in, Roman Reigns for the title. That's what I thought they were going to put that piece together, to keep that whole Roman Reigns not winning the title and then, everybody getting upset. That's what I thought, kind of deal. And then what you would have is him being the champion, but I was wrong. I was completely wrong because it was a shit show. I'm sorry.
Let's move on to the SmackDown Women's Championship. Carmella versus Becky versus Charlotte.
Match of the night.
Really?
Match of the night.
Bold.
I'm going with that match of the night. Thank you, WWE. Turning Becky Lynch heel. I loved it, every second of it. Thank you. Claps. I clapped every second of it. I went, Becky Lynch is better being a heel than this goofy cyberpunk chick. I was so happy. Just give her a leather jacket, a pair of jeans, and a shirt, and have her just go out and beat people up. I'm happy with that. Took in Charlotte Flair to the woodshed. I was so happy with that.
The best part of that was when Charlotte Flair was beat up and they was chanting, "You deserve it."
Well, Charlotte Flair didn't need the title tonight. She won the match, by the way, guys. Carmella was there doing moves and boring the shit out of me.
Carmella showed me something. Like I've always been a fan of Carmella, but I think she's got it, man. She's got the in-ring, the mic skills, and she's like her Monica says, she's money.
I don't like her in the moveset, but the things she pulls off as like guys, I'm not shitting on Carmella. I'm a fan. It's just that she needs to tweak a few things to sell it over the top. She doesn't have the greatest moveset, but she could be like that acting. Who she remind me of so hard? Back in the day. Oh God, I'm gonna compare it. Who was it back in the day in the Attitude Era? Cat was like that.
I think she way better than that though.
Way better though, but I'm saying like didn't have the greatest moves, but told a story within the ring. In troll mode wise, or like who was the other one? Who was Layla Cool's partner?
Layla.
Yeah, Layla. Yeah, she was more of a troll like that. Didn't have the greatest move set, but can really play the like that evil character that you just despise. But you know she's good.
Yeah, I can see the comparison right there with Layla.
Carmella's a good storyteller, though. See, that's the thing. She can play she acts very well in the ring.
Well, like Becky had Carmella in the disarmor. Charlotte came in and hit the natural selection on Becky. Gets the pinfall. They embrace. Becky punches out Charlotte and turns heel, just like you said.
Just smacked her right across the face, and then she hit this devastating punch. Just devastating punch and knocked her out. And then turned her around, and I thought she was gonna rip off the announce tables thing and give her like a power bomb through a table. I was waiting for this because the women in WWE are starting to get to the point of Impact Wrestling in a way where they're allowing them to do more and more and more as pay-per-views go by. So, what I was confused about, I thought she was going to powerbomb the shit out of her into a table. I was waiting for it and tell her, you want to take my title from me? You want to screw me like this? I was waiting for it. And you can see Becky Lynch was trying to say some stuff off her mouth.
Well, moving on. You had Samoa Joe beating AJ Styles via disqualification. This was, I want to say, this was probably, in my opinion, this was the match of the night. A lot of hard-hitting stuff, a lot of counters back and forth. And then Joe at the end saying to AJ Styles' daughter, "I lied to you. Your daddy's not coming home, but I'm going to be your new daddy," or something like that. Gold, just straight gold. AJ Styles flips and attacks him with a steel chair.
That was my second match of the night. It was really hard because Becky Lynch, like I said, heel turn. Did you hear the crowd? If you watched it, did you hear the crowd chant TNA?
Yeah.
They were lowering the volume down on purpose because they didn't want that going out there. Like, they have a thing going on with this. They can have this feud go on for a while.
Yeah, they're definitely going to take this one to Hell in a Cell. It got personal, man. This one might deserve the Hell in a Cell. I almost forgot about this.
I say it goes all the way to Survivor. And I have Samoa Joe winning in Survivor Series mode. Samoa Joe's too good of a heel right now.
I think Joe might win at Hell in a Cell, and then they have the what do you call it, the rematch thing.
Well, the reason why you don't have him win at Hell in the Cell is because AJ's you gotta remember AJ's on the front cover of that video game. You know how WWE is with that.
Yeah, they want to sell those games and shit.
Yeah, so after the game has been out, I think AJ will lose. At that point, he should lose. It's been a year at that point, I believe. I believe it's been a year, 360 something days of him being champion. I think he should lose, and I think he should lose to Samoa Joe. The feud's fantastically done.
Yeah.
Now you're getting his family involved. Now I want to see if WWE is going to do this on SmackDown, especially on SmackDown, since they're going to be going to Fox next year. I want to see if they're going to go this way. Remember how Randy Orton did the thing with Triple H inside the house? I would love them to pull off something like personal like that. Something not like just a fake environment, AJ style, like him sitting in the couch and freaking Samoa comes in and says that line that you were just saying, "Daddy's home," and then walk in and they just start feuding. That would be fantastic.
I don't know what it is about Samoa Joe's like one-handed judo throw in the corner. No matter how many times I see it, it always gets a wow for me. I don't know why, but that's just an awesome move he does.
Did you see AJ Styles botch the Styles Clash?
Yeah, but Corey Graves, he kind of like made up for it. He was like, just because he didn't hook the other arm, that allowed Samoa Joe to kick out. I'm like, he still landed on his arm and his fucking face. Like, what are you talking about?
I'll say this: Corey Graves saved a lot of the matches tonight. Corey Graves made some of the commentary. I couldn't take Todd Phillips after a while.
Well, at least it wasn't Michael Cole, baby.
Ooh, Michael Cole that is like a robot.
Yeah, it's not about Michael Cole. Let's move on to Elias. He came out with a guitar. The end. Waste of time.
I thought they were gonna have Bobby Lashley come out behind that.
What a waste of time, bro. Like Elias, he's getting on that list of I don't give a fuck about this character. Like he's it's the same shit. Watch and repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat every year, every week.
Yep.
Every week after week after week.
I agree with you there.
Huh?
I agree with you. Oh. Every week he comes out with a guitar and it's like, are you a singer that's a sideshow gimmick within WWE? Or are you an actual wrestler? Which one is it? And where's Bobby Lashley? I'm sorry, but where's Bobby Lashley? I was waiting for like a Bobby Lashley to set up maybe possibly a feud going forward with him. Bobby Lashley just got pushed to the wayside, and I got a lot. I could rant all day long about that. I'm mad over that. I'm salty actually over it. WWE screwed him over so hard.
Well, you know, he went to TNA, so they have to make him look like an ass clown.
Well, that's true. He was Vince McMahon's future, just like Drew McIntyre. I can't call Drew McIntyre. I have to call Drew Galloway. I can't. Drew Galloway was so much of a better character.
Let's move on to something a little bit better. The Miz defeated Daniel Bryan in classic Miz style. It was a good back and forth with the Miz mocking Daniel Bryan with the kicks and stuff, and then you had Bryan hulking up. You didn't. Here's the thing about this man. Bryan's first couple of matches coming back, he was like showing off his technical expertise, but in this match, it was more like a brawling style. And the Miz, he used Maurice gave him like brass knuckles. He knocked out Daniel Bryan and won the match. Not their best match. I mean, this was good, but this wasn't the best match I've seen between these two. This kind of fell like right in the middle to me.
I agree with that. Actually, I really, really agree with that. Here's the thing what I feel about that. I know Daniel Bryan is working on re-signing with WWE, so I think him and the Miz are going to be feuding for a while. So, and it sets up for the whole Brie Bella to come back, though.
Here's probably what made it so bad. This match just felt like it came out of nowhere. Like I know I don't really watch WWE like that, but it's just like, okay, why are they feuding? Oh, because the Miz doesn't like Brian because something happened years ago, and now they're finally getting to it now at SummerSlam. It feels
When
like
he was general manager, what happened was they were on Talking Smack, and Daniel Bryan made a huge comment saying that you're irrelevant. That's what it was.
yeah, but
You're irrelevant. Like this was like 6 months ago.
oh, I just
Turned around, and looked him in the eyes and said, "You're irrelevant, like literally trash. You make the title prestigious." And then the Miz shot this beautiful promo out of nowhere on Daniel Bryan, like just called him straight up, saying, "I've been here a lot longer than you. You retired, and you're just bingo hall trash." And he basically shit on the Indies right there, and said, "All you bingo hall people are just straight up trash." And then right in the front of the mic.
You know what would have made this match better? If Miz had the WWE title around his waist, and then it was like WrestleMania or something like that. This one just felt throwaway-ish in a way.
Yeah. It was a throwaway match, technically. Right next to the next women's match that we're going to get to.
No. Speaking of really throwaway match, Baron Corbin lost to the Demon Finn Balor, and
that made no sense.
Allow me to speak on this. So Baron Corbin comes out looking like somebody's rock and roll 90s stepfather. I don't know what he is now. Like he comes out with a vest on top of a vest, and he's the constable, but he comes out in the constable gear instead of like ring gear. He has a bald head, but he still does the hair banging. His music's still cool. Like I love his theme song. But okay, getting past all that, Finn Balor comes out, but not any Finn Balor, Demon Finn Balor. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, you pull out the Demon for Baron Corbin, a guy you already defeated last month, but you didn't bring out the Demon for a WWE title match, a WWE Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania, WWE Hell in the Cell.
Vince McMahon, blame all that on Vince.
What? But you bring out the Demon for a guy you already defeated like multiple times. What?
That's all Vince's deal. That's all Vince. Vince is so in love with the Demon character. Kind of like how, do you know how Undertaker does a special thing sometimes when he comes out with the smoke and it's so long? It takes forever. That's Vince McMahon's deal. Vince McMahon doesn't want, and Vince has said it himself, he doesn't want the Demon coming out only on special occasion when he requests it.
Oh no. But it just makes everything okay. I don't even get that logic then. So you're saying Baron Corbin is dangerous enough to the point he's more dangerous than Elimination Chamber. What?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
And they did, and you know what's funny? Leading up into this, they did not give you the tease that he was coming.
Yeah.
They just said it's just gonna be Finn Balor and Baron Corbin for like the 5th time.
Bro, it would be like, I don't know if you watch Dragon Ball Z. It would be like if Goku went Super Saiyan on a Saiyaman.
Yeah, I got you with that one. Yeah, I get you.
That's how it looked. It was just like, you probably didn't need to do all that for this guy who looks like he drives a minivan but still listens to Metallica at a loud sound. Like,
well, you had Michael Cole overselling it, the Demon character, and you had Corey Graves. Like, you can hear it in his voice, he wasn't expecting it. You can hear it in his voice. Corey Graves right then and there was like unexpecting it. Like, I think it was a last minute decision. If you hear Corey Graves on the mic when he's the Demon, it was like last second.
Moving on past that, the next match was pretty decent. Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. I enjoyed this match for what it was. Nakamura ends up winning with the Kinshasa after Jeff Hardy took another insane risk. Guy tried to go for a swanton on the apron and just completely burnt out. Nakamura hit that Kinshasa, retains the title, and then
Randy Orton
comes out. He walks back. He's like, "Oh, did you get paid to do that, bro? Like, please tell me you didn't get paid just to walk to the ring, and then walk back. Like, he probably got like a 6-figure payday just for doing that shit."
Well, what I didn't understand was that he came out and I thought he was going to beat the crap out of Jeff Hardy again, and then just puts his hand up and walks out. And the crowd's just like, "What the hell?" The crowd just looked around like what the hell? I was expecting him to go Ciampa mode. That's what I was expecting. Come in the ring and beat the shit out of Jeff Hardy because Jeff Hardy's on his way out. Jeff Hardy already said he's on his way out with Matt Hardy because it's not working. So I thought that maybe they would put like an exclamation point on it, him getting his ass beat and being carried off in like an ambulance to get written off of television and everything because Jeff Hardy is actually injured really badly with nerve damage, supposedly. So wouldn't it be a perfect time to write him off of everything?
Yeah.
Because Matt Hardy's been relegated, and I'm sorry to say this in this review, feel bad for him. He's now a creative staff member now.
He went from the mower of lawns to the loser of matches,
and now being part of the creative team. Because he was backstage taking a picture with one of the other creative guys, going over the scripts for the night. So that's what he's been relegated to, and Bray Wyatt's getting repackaged again. So. Good again.
Another repackaging.
Yep.
For child support. A child support repackaging for Bray Wyatt.
Yep, it's kind of sad.
And then you had, okay, I'm not even mad about this match because it went the way it should have. Ronda Rousey defeated Alexa Bliss in short order. And this is the way it should have been. Like,
it was devastating, some of the moves she did, though.
But here's the thing, though. Okay, they do this for Ronda Rousey with Alexa Bliss, but they don't do it for Nia Jax. When Nia Jax was basically handling Ronda Rousey, but they had Alexa Bliss woman handling Nia. But Ronda... Okay, let's just get it out of our heads. Ronda Rousey wins. That's the only thing we need to think about.
Y'all knew going in she was going to win the title. Y'all knew when she came into WWE. I said that she's winning the title right off the rip. No mic skills, too green. Tonight, did you see tonight when she was like in the ring? She was standing there looking around for answers. Like, go out of the ring and beat the shit out of her. Like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be the female Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar goes out of the ring and he calls people the B word as he's going out the ring. You know what I mean? I didn't understand. I didn't get it. And then the referee, what I didn't understand was the referee was stopping her from going outside. I was like, what the, I said the F word. I was like, my mom even said the F word because she was watching it with me before she took another nap. And I was like, what the hell am I witnessing? This is just awful. This match was awful, but it had its moments though. And what was up with did you notice when she walked in the ring at the very beginning with the makeup? I was like, what in the high holy hell am I witnessing? This is just the creepiest entrance.
Like makeup.
That's how it was bad.
But here's the thing though. Like I said, this is how it's supposed to go anyway. But I was surprised that really Ronda won the match because WWE seems to have a low obsession with Alexa Bliss beating people up. So when Alexa Bliss didn't get any offense, I was like, whoa, that's very surprising in itself because usually they have Alexa Bliss dominate for most of the match and offer shit.
And Alexa Bliss got her neck snapped. Like when she hit that one move, that devastating move, I was like, she really bounced. She bounced. And she was at the end of the ring. When she rolled out of the ring, I was like, she's looking like she's like out of it. You could tell when Ronda Rousey was ready to snap her arm. It was like, oh my goodness. I wish he would do like Pentagon Jr. does. Take the
Oh,
arm back, point the finger, and just freaking break it and make it all kayfabe.
I mean, her armbar looks pretty devastating as it is, and like the overselling of the referee was like, yeah, he was like cringing too with it.
Yeah, I would like to see Alexa Bliss now going forward when she gets a rematch clause to have like a sling for a while to oversell it. I am a victim. I've been bullied.
It's coming. Then you had the final match, Roman Reigns defeating Brock Lesnar, but you had Braun. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait, okay. Is Braun Strowman? Is Braun Strowman fighting Roman Reigns right now, or has the show just completely went off?
The show went off.
Okay.
He had you had Braun Strowman come in with his money in the bank, and he turned around and he said, I'm basically gonna tell you up in front because I'm a man's man. I'm not a coward. Now I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna be cashing in on whoever wins, and whoever wins, you're gonna get these hands.
All right, so Braun Strowman comes out right before the match. He's like, just like Tech said, he's gonna whatever. But Braun Strowman gets taken out by Brock, and
Multiple chair shots. Like they made Brock Lesnar look savage tonight. Like literally, like chair shot after chair shot to chair shot. Then he took the money in the bank thing and started beating the crap out of him. And you know what? You know what it made Braun Strowman look? It made Braun Strowman look weak. Seriously, made him look weak. Like, isn't Braun Strowman supposed to be like the big brute, big guy that just dominates people? How do you make him look so weak tonight? You made the money in the bank. You made his whole get this hands, and I'm gonna beat you up like a joke. I'm just saying. And Brock Lesnar threw his money in the bank contract like a football player would for a Hail Mary. Like he just tossed that shit. And I was just like, wow. Okay. Braun Strowman, we can confirm now, is probably gonna lose that money in the bank contract thing. He's gonna probably lose and he's gonna look he's gonna look really bad at that point. Weak. Which is sad.
Then again, there is something in the back of my mind that's saying this was the best match because the crowd was gonna boo this shit. The Roman Reigns was gonna win, so why not get in, get out,
Get it over with.
Yeah, go ahead and just pull the bandage off real quick because this would have been like trying to be like a 5-star classic 20-minute.
For a Roman Reigns match, it was an okay Roman Reigns match. It wasn't bad. I'm not a fan of Roman. I never have. But how many times can you make him look like an idiot? How many more times can you have him lose? How many more times can you give him something and then take it away from him at that point? He needs to hold the title for a while at this point. Give him his own reign at this point. And then if you want to, you could have him pull that old school Rock promo if you wanted to, where he turns around and goes, "It's my yard. You didn't believe in me." And then turn him into the, that asshole that nobody likes.
It's just they've given him so many chances to be the world champion, and now he finally gets it. It's just like, okay, we knew you're gonna get it. Just make it quick, bro. Just make it quick, and we'll see how you do from here. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
So all SummerSlam, it was a man. SummerSlam was a man. To me, I really didn't think too much of it.
No, I really didn't think much of it. Honestly, if I had to give it a score, I would say like a 5. It was average.
I would go lower. I would say like 4 of 4. Because it's not something I would recommend. Like, okay, here a certain match like the AJ Styles match, watch that. Finn Balor's entrance, maybe watch that. The Seth Rollins match, watch that. Okay, man. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's.
That's pretty much about all I could say. I would say if you are a Ronda Rousey fan or into chaotic, circuses, then you would like this. You would like this pay-per-view.
Mm.
I
So,
would say Takeover was better, though. I would say Takeover was better.
speaking of which, let's talk about Takeover. I enjoyed it, although probably not the best Takeover I've ever seen. Still enjoyable.
I agree with you. I agree with you there.
And just like SummerSlam, it started off very early and it caught me off guard because I started watching around like 8:10, and when I started watching, I saw Ricochet versus Cole at the end. I was like, "Whoa!" They're opening it up with the North American title match. Where's the EC3 versus Velveteen Dream match? Oh,
Yeah, that was matches before. Yeah, they kicked off the show with Mustache Mountain versus the Undisputed Era. Great match.
bro, that shit was so good.
It was a good tag team match. It had a beginning, middle, and end. Good storytelling. I thought he was going to throw in the towel, and they didn't. They kept going. And Tyler Bate I'm starting to like Tyler Bate a lot. Tyler Bate
When the
a
guy
lot.
threw the towel in like all their faces, even Tyler Bates' face was like, "Whoa, it's real." Like, okay, I get it.
And then you had the his knee. They kept playing the story about the knee. That what I liked throughout the match. So you had storytelling, which I like about NXT is I know they're generic storylines, but when you have them in the matches, they actually tell you a story. They actually feed you a story. And so then what you had after the match with the Undisputed Era when they hit this like devastating finisher to finish out Tyler. Was it Tyler Bate or it was Tread 7?
Yeah.
Tread 7 turns around and he just takes this like was it a super it was a Shining Wizard, and then it was their finishing move.
Yeah, it was okay, he got a chop block and then he got that total elimination.
Great move. And then you had the Roar Waiters, which we know them as War Machine back in the day, come out and just take them out like it's nothing.
Bro,
It was great.
That move they hit is called Thor's hammer. Like when he throws them up and he catches them for that power slam.
Yep.
That shit's
it was devastating. And you can see Kyle O'Reilly just out of it, gone, out. Like he didn't even move for a while. Like it was great. I enjoyed that tag team match. They set it up for a good feud going forward. Mustache Mountain, we already know on the UK side of things, they're going to have a UK tag team titles. They're going to get them. And they're part of this, they're part of the UK strong style. So they're very popular right now in WWE. So they got a good career going forward. So
yeah, I would say that was match of the night, man. Yeah, I gotta say that was match of the night.
And then we had EC3 and Velveteen Dream at that point, I believe.
This match was it was decent, man. Like you would think like with both of these guys, this match would like be super entertaining, but it was just fit in the middle. Like EC3 isn't doing anything for me. Velveteen Dream.
He needed to win here. He needed to win. They played it right. I agree. They played it right. He had to win. How many times can you have him lose in big pay-per-view matches? You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's just Velveteen Dream losing so many times, or it's just
you're not into his character. It seems like
I don't know. Like I don't know why I'm not into Velveteen Dream. Like I should
because he's doing the Hulk Hogan thing mixed in with how did my mom say it? He's doing the Hulk Hogan thing with the Prince kind of deal. And it's kind of the turn off. The turn off point is when he's doing the Hulk Hogan thing, like do your thing, stop copying Hulk Hogan. Like he comes out and he does the rolling of the ear and he goes around and does like the Prince when Prince does on the stage. And it's just like, come up with your own thing, man. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to see Velveteen get the win, but then it's at the expense of EC3, who hasn't won at NXT. So I mean,
EC3's moveset's kind of been toned down too.
yeah.
A little bit by a lot. And it's like I'm watching this and I'm like, when did you decide to do power bombs? Last time I remember when you were in Impact, you were doing these moves that were insane and beating people up really cool. And it's like the the 1%er is a cutter now. It's not like it was in Impact. It's kind of toned down. And I'm like,
okay.
I'm probably needing surgery for Zoe.
I mean, also EC3 hasn't been on TV for a while. Really hasn't had his personality shine. Maybe that's it.
I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the match. It felt like it was off from the get-go. The whole storyline was just not there. And like you said before, with the whole storylines, you said with NXT yourself that the storylines are just bland at best.
Well, we did have something cool happen. I don't know if you know this guy, Matt Riddle. He's going to be in NXT.
Yep, he was involved for the longest time.
Bro,
it's over.
Do you understand what that means, bro?
No, I don't.
It means NXT is about to get some more bro, like a bro champion. Probably gonna be Matt Riddle versus Tommaso Ciampa, bro.
It's cool about that. Cain Velasquez is also in NXT.
What?
Cain Velasquez, yeah, he's in the training center and everything. So get ready for Cain Velasquez. He says he wants to be a WWE guy.
That's an influx of MMA guys.
Well, he says he's going into it blind. He says he doesn't know anything to do with wrestling, and he's just been a big fan for so long, and he wants to jump in the cesspool of NXT. So right on. I'm cool with that. I'll give NXT this. Their matches are fantastic, and they're getting wrestlers that can actually put on really good matches. So I'm cool with this. And Matt Riddle, in honesty, is just really good talent.
Yeah, and he has a good personality and shit.
And he cuts good promos. Excellent promos, like Dude Bros.
Then you had Ricochet defeating Adam Cole.
I was actually happy with that.
Cole delivered to Ricochet during that moonsault. Sick.
I'll say this about that Adam Cole. He needed to drop the title anyway because they really didn't do anything with him. There was no build up. Now going forward, who's Adam Cole going to be feuding with? I know he's going to get a TV rematch. I know he's going to lose that rematch, but who's he going to feud with next? That's my thing.
I'm trying to think of possible opponents. I can't say.
Or do you put Adam Cole in that picture for the title? At this point,
Ciampa versus Cole. No, something tells me Ciampa is going to be fighting either not Riddle. He's either going to be facing
Aleister Black when he gets healthy.
But something tells me Aleister Black got taken out by Gargano.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Damn, I can't even think about anybody who would fight Ciampa after Gargano. Maybe I would say Velveteen Dream, but damn, that's hard. I mean, that's a hard decision. If you want to take Adam Cole, not Adam Cole, but we'll get that later. We'll get to that later. But Ricochet defeated Adam Cole with that 630. Very good match. How'd you feel about this match?
Ricochet was pulling out moves. I thought he was gonna do like a Phoenix, like you know how Phoenix did in that one Impact match where he did that off the rope cutter onto the outside of the ring. I thought he was gonna pull that off. I like the fact they're allowing Ricochet to do different things, but it's one thing on NXT. It'll be another when you see him on the main roster. I think Ricochet is going to have the title for a while. I really believe that. He's going to have the title for quite a while. Triple H is very high up on him, so we'll see. how long it lasts. But the match was good. They had a good storytelling match. Adam Cole did a couple of moves that I liked, and then it was just Ricochet from there. You knew Ricochet was winning the title at that point because Adam Cole did nothing really with the American title except fight 4 times, and really wasn't featured on main pay-per-views and stuff.
And then you had, I would say this was the low point of the NXT pay-per-view. Kairi Sane defeated Shayna Baszler with the insane elbow. Here's the thing. I'm a big fan of Kairi Sane.
It was a roll-up, actually.
What's it, a roll-up? Yeah.
It was. She was putting her in the Coquita clutch kind of deal, or they called it a different way. And then she spun it, and I went. It was predictable because I turned around and said, she's just going to roll her up and then put her down on the ground. And it was going to be 1, 2, and 3. And it was like, okay. All right.
Here's the thing, though. Kairi Sane, Kairi Hojo, it doesn't feel like her in NXT because in Stardom, I talked about this with Tech. Her moveset was very sporadic. It was like completely insane. Now in NXT, it feels contrived. It feels like, okay, you know she's gonna hit this move, you know she's gonna hit that one. Whereas in Stardom, what made her special was her unpredictability in her moveset. Like that's what was the main things. Like her moveset was unpredictable and brutal. Now it's like crisp and clean. It just doesn't come off the same.
And she's doing kind of the Asuka thing where she screams.
Well, that's it's just Joshi wrestling. I go with that.
And I was just like, did you see the promo at the very beginning? Did you see the promo that they cut for her? She actually was speaking okay English. I was like, okay, she has English skills now. Okay, she speaks okay English. All right. She actually said like a bunch of sentences that I can actually understand. It's not she pump her chest and say, I'm going to beat you. It's not 2 words. Now it's actually legitimate. I actually cool with that. It's like a Shinsuke Nakamura kind of voice. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm fantastic with that. Now she cut a pretty good promo. What they did for the video package, I thought it was pretty okay.
Here's the thing. I think Shayna Baszler probably should have held on to the title for a while. Like, no, Kairi Sane, I mean, where do they go from here? Like, who's going to be her next opponent? Like, what heel? Like, I guess, who's the girl with the braid? Like, maybe her, but there are no credible heels really in NXT as far as on the women. Maybe that American woman, that's 2. You know what I'm talking about? But she defeated her.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. With the braids. You mean Bianca Belair?
Yeah, and Bianca Belair, the woman that has the finisher of the right hand.
Oh, Lacey Evans.
Yeah, see that, but they aren't like star power like women you would give to the NXT like takeover stuff.
Well, now you have the Diana Perazzo. You have what is it? Paul Elling's daughter in it now. You have it's now coming to a point that there needs to be a mid-card title for women for NXT at this point.
I guess they could do that. I guess they could do Kairi Sane versus the winner of the Mae Young Classic.
That's what they're doing. Spoiler alert, guys. I'm not gonna spoil it. I already know who's in the finals. So yeah. It got spoiled to me. I already saw it on Twitter. They already showed off pictures of who's in the finals. So I'm not watching. I will be watching the Mae Young Classic, but I'm already disappointed. Not disappointed because it got spoiled to me. Not disappointed that it's good. It's going to be good. So I'm disappointed in the aspect that all of it got leaked on the internet. So
then you had the main event, which took me by absolute surprise because I was like, okay, it's 9:00. Really, they're going to give this match a whole hour. All right, let's sit down and see what this has to offer. Tommaso Ciampa defeated Johnny Gargano because Johnny Gargano is a fucking idiot who runs his knee into I don't know, into soundstage equipment. The fuck was that?
And he actually devastated. I don't know if it was kayfabe or not or acting, but it looked like he really tweaked his knee.
I can imagine.
It looked like he snapped it when he immediately hit the stage box, right?
Yeah.
And he landed the way he did. I went, something's up. Something's up, and if that's good acting, in my opinion, if that's the case. But when he tried to get up and he couldn't get up anymore, and he was literally like on the ground, turning red and like literally in pain, and he was trying to tap. When I saw him hit his knee, like slap the knee, try to put it back in place because he dislocated it. I thought personally, I was just like, wow, he's gonna be a tough man. He's just gonna pop it back into place, and he didn't. Like try to snap it back into place, and he tried to multiple times, didn't work out.
And I did like some of the stuff in the match, like when Ciampa he knocked Ciampa through the 2 tables, and Ciampa got up with using the crutch, and Gargano just looking at him like, okay. I'll see. I'm gonna take it to another level with you. Okay, whatever. Okay, but here's the thing, though. This match is a blood feud. It's been going on for like a year and a half or so, right? We haven't seen a drop of blood. It's been the best PG violence you could ever hope for. Like, I don't know how this could happen. You have this feud.
Johnny Gargano was bleeding in the mouth. He bit his. You could totally tell that he bit his mouth when they came down and did that one move on the wood. He bit his mouth and he was kind of bleeding, kind of.
I'm talking about like the Pentagon, Sammy Callahan type of blood.
Well, did you know this? It's all about the children, so they can't do that.
The chillings. It's all about the chillings and the blood feud.
And the casuals. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
You know, the fans that don't want to see the blood, you know, they don't want that whole that gray area, you know, that gray area where we're gonna get a Mexican death match in TNA or Impact. Sorry, Impact. My bad. Sorry. You're not gonna get that in NXT. Good luck with that. You're gonna get those PG horrifying matches that should be bloodied but not.
Here's the thing, though. Let me ask you a question. Are you tired of seeing Gargano and Ciampa? Would you like to see a part 4? And who would you like to see Ciampa face at the next NxT Takeover?
Well, you know, going forward, it's not going to be Ciampa and Gargano again. It's going to be Aleister Black and Gargano. So going forward, I'm cool with that feud not going forward for a bit, holding it off
until at least the main roster.
It's kind of a Kenny Omega and Okada kind of deal, where you don't want to wear it out too much because they put on beautiful matches against each other. I think you're going to get another match between both of them, but not for a while. And you could see glimpse of Ciampa literally in the match. If you didn't pick up on it, Ciampa was in distress a little bit with Gargano. Like, I don't know if that was legitimate or not, but it was pretty not too bad. And at the end, you could totally tell Gargano got hurt. So Gargano's going to be gone for a while. It looks like if he dislocated his knee, like legitimately, because he was literally limping and crying. So I don't know if that was kayfabe or that was just acting, but he literally was trying to slap his knee back into place, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match, man. But like I said, it's PG violence at its best.
Well, yeah, with NXT, that's the best of WWE you're gonna get at this moment. And a lot of the people that watch WWE SmackDown and Raw, a lot of people turned over to the NXT thing, and I got a lot of people telling me that it was like they experienced it for the first time and said, "Wow, man, I should be watching NXT more." If you're not watching NXT on a Wednesday, you should be watching it on a Wednesday. There's no excuse to that. It is better than the main roster shit at the moment.
I'm gonna try to give it a chance, man. Like, I don't know why. I just
don't watch Raws or SmackDowns and just watch NXT. Do what I do. I watch NXT and then I watch the highlights when I get a chance of Raws and SmackDowns because I already know that it's predictable. It's very predictable. Or I go watch the on my DVR after it's done recording. I just skim through it. I won't cover Raws and SmackDowns because they're just so boring.
Yeah. Real quick, let's move on to Impact. Like, that's the final thing. I know
I didn't really watch Ring of Honor this week because I didn't have time.
The only thing I know that came on about that Ring of Honor was they're setting up for All In. They had a thing about Cody calling out Nick Aldis.
That's gonna be a good match though for All In though.
That's the main event. I think
That's gonna be a really good match. They got a nice build going on for that. It's been going on for quite a while, and I would like to see Cody win the NWA title. Actually, I'd be really happy if he did because Nick Aldis, honestly, I like him. It's just that he's kind of becoming bland to me as a champion.
I really haven't seen NWA to really even judge him, but I'm gonna take your word on that. I can see how they could get old.
Well, I've been watching the Wrestling of Hollywood, and it's really hard to find on my local TV because Billy Corgan. It's really hard because Billy Corgan. I like what he's doing right now at NWA with the whole television thing. He's really putting an effort into it. Problem is Nick Aldis is just bland. Like it's kind of that when he was part of TNA, it's bland. Like you could totally tell they don't know what to do with him, but like storyline wise, they're trying to make him this badass heel that just I don't know. But I thought they were gonna pull the trigger when they brought in PJ Black into Wrestling of Hollywood and make him champion, but he lost his 30-minute match against Aldis on TV. I do watch Wrestling of Hollywood. They did have James Ellsworth on it for a couple of matches they did with James Ellsworth, and he almost won the NWA championship. He's actually, I should say, James Ellsworth is pretty good outside of WWE.
He's playing a character in WWE, so a lot of people don't know that he's that good. But he's a decent.
He actually, his finisher, and go figure this one. He stole AJ Styles' finisher, the Styles Clash. He does it himself.
What? The Chins Clash?
He calls it the Chins Clash. Actually, he calls it the Chins Clash.
Oh man, I was just joking.
That's actually he actually calls it the Chins Clash because he can't call it the Styles Clash because WWE.
Yeah.
But Impact was good this week though. I enjoyed Impact this week. I enjoy every Impact.
Let's start with the first match. Sami Callihan lost to Phoenix. This was a good match. Like Sami Callihan being as ruthless as he is, spitting on his hand, and like Don Callis said, "What the hell is Sami Callihan spit made of? Fucking glue." He spit the referee, and like you can see the spit on the referee's shirt. It's like, what the hell is this man eating, drinking, or like producing out of his body? Phoenix wins, even though the OVE kind of distracted him. Then Penta came out and helped Phoenix. Phoenix hit the muscle buster driver on hand and won the match.
It was a really good match, actually. It had a middle, beginning, and end of that match, and it was really good. It's really good, but Sami Callihan losing because I'm a fan of Sami Callihan. I don't want him to keep losing. But you kind of could tell they're high up on Phoenix.
Yeah.
They're very high up in Phoenix. You could tell within the match. Don Callis was praising more Phoenix than anything.
He's going to be going for the X Division title versus
that promo he cut at the after the match segment that he hit was pretty damn good. And like I didn't know Phoenix speaked really good English. I thought he was gonna be like Pentagon, speaking broken English.
What's the thing about Sami Callihan's loss? I had to think about this. Callihan, in the 3 months he's up to the pay-per-view, he lost to Eddie Edwards at House of Hardcore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he lost. Then he. Let me see. What he lost at House of Hardcore.
He lost his anniversary.
That's the best shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is kind of huge. Yeah, then that shit's kind of thick too. But he lost it. He lost it at House of Hardcore, and then he
lost his anniversary.
It was a match in between that. It was. I put it. He lost it at House of Hardcore, and then he won a tag team match with OVE versus Penta. Yep. Then beat a jobber, then he lost to Pentagon, and now he lost to Phoenix. So he's had 2 matches in a row he lost.
Yeah.
And then moving on forward past that, and that match took a long time. Oh, you had it's loading up. You had like you said that promo between Phoenix and Brian Cage, where Phoenix pretty much says that he's coming after Brian Cage for the X-Division title at Redefined. That's a match I'm gonna be looking for.
Oh, and by the way, I believe it's this week. Impact is having a Twitch special with another promotion. It's kind of a free pay-per-view giving away. And then you have another one where it's going to be Sami Callihan versus UK MediaCon. Get some of the UK wrestlers, so they're giving that away on Twitch too. So Impact is giving you 2 pay-per-views basically for free on Twitch.
We can skip past the GWE flashback because although that was pretty cool, that brawl that happened a long time ago when it cleared the parking lot, the police got called. It was cool. We don't have to talk about it.
No,
we all know that it happened, and let's talk about the new stuff. It cuts to Kiera Hogan and Allie. Allie cutting the promo. I'm not gonna let anybody go in the casket again. Blah 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 blah. Allie. That's pretty much what it was. And oh yeah, I'm Kiera Hogan. That was pretty much the promo. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you had Jimmy Jacobs come out, and I'm a big Jimmy Jacobs fan. He cut a promo talking about, now I'm not a good guy, a bad guy. Basically, Johnny Impact, he sucker punched me, and you see me, you think I'm a small guy, I can't really wrestle. You think because I'm a good guy, I'm not going to do anything brutal. You think because I'm a princess, I won't get my hands dirty. And it was all just a bait and switch to get Kong to try to attack Johnny Impact. It doesn't work. Jimmy Jacobs ends up getting stairs to the face courtesy of Johnny Impact. Jimmy Jacobs, he needs to wrestle in the S division. Like that.
That needs to happen immediately.
Huh?
Needs to happen immediately.
I'm not saying that wasting his talent because him and Kong make a good pairing, but
Jimmy Jacobs needs to be in the X division for sure. That's what I'm agreeing with you with. It needs to happen immediately.
Yeah, like he can cut promos, he can wrestle a decent match, but most importantly, like his mic skills. His mic skills are everything.
So I just posted a picture of their new their thing they're giving away on Twitch. It's called the Unsilver War on August 19th, 2018. And it's going to be featuring like Joey Ryan. I can't believe Joey Ryan's in Impact now.
He's probably he's just independent. He probably with anybody.
Well, it's probably because of the cross promotion with Impact and Lucha Underground. You didn't know probably Lucha Underground and Impact are in partnership with each other.
Well, also, I mean, Joey Ryan just shows up where the money is. I mean, he's in very high demand because.
So I guess it's Impact versus NGW.
I've never heard of them. NGW. That's got to be like a new promo or whatever.
So it's gonna be so that's one of their many pay-per-views they're gonna have free on Twitch, which is pretty cool.
Then you had Follow Ball and Smoke Show.
Yeah. Do we have to talk about this? Like the Smoke Show is kind of just I don't know what I was watching.
I'm gonna give it credit because for one, it wasn't like a regular wrestling talk show where they had it in the ring, they had it backstage. Second, Scarlett Bordeaux one of the lines of the night. Moet's for side chicks only drink rosé.
Yeah.
Then I basically had KM saying he's gonna be like Falaba because of Scarlett. I could have done without the KM close up of his mouth. That was horrifying and will give you nightmares for several years to come. KM, who thought about that? A close up of KM kissing, like that's, ugh, ugh,
Yeah, man.
that was disgusting. I guess that's why you probably didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I would say, what's the next match after that? His Impact is a long. I'd have to go rewatch part of it again.
Oh, you had Austin Aries come out and he
Great
said
promo though. Great promo though.
Aries said that he wants to make a change, but there's only so much he can do. So he's got somebody that also wants to make change. It's Killer Cross. Killer Cross comes out and says, I want to make change by hurting people. And Austin Aries allows me to do that because he has basically a line of people that need to be hurt. And it kind of fits because he's not getting paid to do this, because in Killer Cross's promo a long time ago, he said, I'm not governed by anybody, money, government, or whatever. I just do things of my own nature. So he's basically doing this because he wants to. Then Eddie Edwards coming out, and this is where I think they made Eddie Edwards look strong as far as a maniac. He actually took down Killer Cross, and then the only thing they really say that took out Eddie Edwards was like a low blow and discretion. So it made Eddie Edwards look good. But all in all, good promo, good work from Eddie. Your thoughts on this?
Eddie Edwards, as far as I'm concerned, played a. I wasn't expecting it, and taking down Killer Cross, that was pretty cool. With the kendo stick, that was pretty cool.
And the cutter.
And then you had Austin Aries, like Austin Aries, man, being typical heel fashion, right? I was just blown away that all of a sudden when Killer Cross did what he did, Austin Aries comes around and just starts beating the crap out of him. It's kind of funny.
Honey, you can join the champ. Join the champ, baby.
Like he just shit on him. You want to come at me? You want to come at me?
Being like everybody gets ass kicked. Come on, man. Don't do it. I'm the champ. You want some money? You want
He was dogging on him the whole entire time. The thing was funny as shit. Like Austin Aries is great as a heel. I will always say that. He cuts these beautiful promos. And he said, I aligned myself with the finest things, the best things. So I was like, this great. Like, great. I'm cool. It makes Killer Cross, and I'll say this, it makes Killer Cross actually have a character. It actually makes him more legitimate. So he could beat up people, right? And be Austin Aries' bodyguard. And it makes Austin Aries have the title longer. So when we get it, like I said to you a couple weeks ago, he's going to align himself with somebody, and then you're going to build up to that Bound for Glory.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but all I'm going to say is there's going to be a wrench thrown in the plans.
Oh, boy.
There's going to be something happening with Austin Aries that you may like or you may not like. That's all I'm going to say. It might happen next week or it might happen 2 weeks from now. That's all that I'm going to say. Moving on.
I hate what I don't like listening to spoils. That's all.
It's not a spoil. It's just look for it. Just don't be surprised when it happens.
Okay.
Eli Drake with the Cult of Lee, which is that's an interesting pairing. I mean, you have a cult who's now following a guy. So is it now the Cult of Eli?
Probably. Eli Drake's music still annoys me. I'm sorry. It just annoys me.
I'm still thinking about the pairing, like Cult of Lee, Eli Drake. It's weird, but somehow it works.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
But anyway, Grado being whatever, distracts Joe Henry, and Eli Drake gets the pinfall. So we're getting closer and closer to Grado versus Joe Hendry. Do you even care about that?
Not really. No, like I told you before, this trigger should have been pulled a long time ago with the whole freaking Grado turning heel already. It should have happened already by now. You would think.
Yeah.
It should have happened in the Joe Henry stuff. I did like what he did with Eli Drake though. It was kind of funny. I did enjoy that.
Oh yeah, we like dressed up as.
Yeah, and started mocking him. It was kind of funny. But overall, that heel turn should have happened already by now. It should have happened by now.
Probably for like a pay-per-view or something like that.
Well, they're getting ready for it. I thought Katrina was gonna literally hit him with the hit him in the balls. She was staring at him like it's all your fault. But I know what they're doing. They're kind of taking a page out of another organization's group where you're gonna see Grado mess up constantly, and then that'll set up a feud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're kind of taking a page out of another company's book, which we all know is going to happen when they did English. We're not going to go there. So,
yeah, Matt Sydal meditating, and somebody opened up his third eye. I'm taking a guess that it's probably Gama Singh. He's going to join the Desi Hit Squad, maybe, or something like that, or he's going to get a new manager.
Either way, that's going to be pretty cool.
You had OVE, Sami Callihan challenging Penta to a Mexican death match. I'm looking forward to that.
The Mexican death match, I'm excited. Like literally, I am super excited.
Then you had Su Yung versus Ali. It was okay, whatever. Tessa Blanchard comes out, gets Ali disqualified. No, gets Su Yung disqualified, and then she catches a super kick / mandible claw. Ali hits what do you call it? The code breaker on Su Yung.
It was a good match. It was an okay match, but here's my problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
I said this all along, like just take Ali out of it for a while. Take Ali out of the feud. And because you gotta have to have Tessa Blanchard win the I know she's gonna win the title eventually, but they need to take Ali out of it. Ali needs to feud with somebody else at this point. It's kind of getting old to me.
Kira Hogan, you already know it's gonna be Kira Hogan.
Yeah, it's either gonna be Kira Hogan or it's gonna be somebody else.
I mean, if it's not Kira Hogan, why even give her the TV time? Like it's right there, Kira. You've been messing me up for this whole entire time. You're a distraction. Oh, I hate you. Blah 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 blah. It writes itself.
So Scarlett Bordeaux. That promo she cut. It's been the most talked about thing. That promo she cut when she first came in about WWE.
Yeah.
And the women's evolution. Well, it's caught. Don Callis addressed that issue just recently in an interview, saying that he allowed it. He allowed her to talk about that before they went on, before they taped. She was allowed to cut that promo, and Don Callis said they did it quietly. They gave you hints within the promo. He said he allowed it. It was his idea.
I can imagine. So Don Callis, he's like a wrestling genius.
Yeah. He said it was a whole shot because he said if you look at the women's revolution right now, what is WWE? He said it. What has WWE done to make women's wrestling better? We've been doing this for years. I like Don Callis. Don Callis has said all along, that the Knockouts division's been doing it way better than the WWE has for years.
Yeah, besides JR, he's JR, Matt. He's like in that top level of elite announcers, like Don Callis is. Like he's like it's him, JR, Matt Striker, Ronaldo. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But anyway, the main event was not even really a main event. I mean, if you think about Su Yung versus Ali was the main event, and this was just like a special attraction. It was a real street fight on the streets where LAX versus the OGs with unseen. This is the first time we've seen these gang members, but no Diamante on the
Yeah.
side. Like, okay, like is she a part of the gang or not a part? Whatever. LAX beats down the OGs, take their titles, and then like, is this the like? Okay, is this the end of the feud? Like, you have Kings talking like, "Conan, you're too old. You're not gonna take me out, bro, because you're a bitch and you're a bitch and you just bitch and you're a bitch." And then Conan hits him with the slapjacks, whatever, and it cuts off, and it's like, did he kill him? Like, what's like? Is this the end of the feud? Like, what's next? Like, we just like Conan just killed the man, and the feud. Like, now we're back to square one. Conan at the head at the head of the LAX table. The guys don't really speak, and it's back to where we started like 6 months ago. Okay.
Yeah. I will say that the ending of Impact with that, I thought it was cool, but they should have allowed a lot of the cursing. And they should have allowed a lot of the things. I felt like they covered a couple of things.
Yeah. Don't you're old. You're a bitch. You're a motherfucking bitch. Old bitch. What? Like what? I didn't even know that was a stipulation in the match. Like, okay, whoever lost, the head of the person got killed. Like, that's the real like Mexican death match right there.
Well, my thing is people need to start watching Impact though. A lot of people need to start watching Impact because it was reported their lowest ratings ever. More people need to start watching. You know what I mean?
So they are doing quality work. It
Yeah,
just
they are.
certain stuff.
But Impact was good this week. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for the Mexican Death Match though. I'm pumped up for that. And then we got Jeff Jarrett suing the shit out of Impact though.
Why? Because they didn't pay the alcohol bill. What the fuck?
He's suing because he feels that the GWN network. He feels that they're copying infringement Global Force Wrestling.
He's about. They probably thought he was on hush money. Like, shut the hell up, you drunk. Get the fuck out. Throw it in his face. Um, I'm gonna get out of here, man, before I fall asleep, and I appreciate you doing this. We might we might do some gaming together. I just gotta find the right game and find the time. Have you watched this show called Disenchantment?
What was that?
This show called Enchanted or Disenchantment.
No, I never heard it before.
Do you remember the old Simpsons?
Yes.
Which one was better to you, the old Simpsons or the new Simpsons we have now?
The old Simpsons, hands down.
Disenchantment is like the old Simpsons, and as far as comedy, it's
right
good.
on.
It's like Matt Groening made the show. It's a Netflix exclusive, and it's funny as hell.
Really? Okay. I'll have to look that up. Have you seen a show called if you're looking for something cool, have you seen BoJack Horseman before?
I watched all the seasons. That shit is hilarious.
And I've also been watching what else have I been watching? If you guys are following on TV, I've been watching Westworld and some other show called Yellowstone. Those two shows are great.
I got to get into Westworld. I've never heard of Yellowstone though.
Yellowstone's a cowboy show. It's really good. It's like paying homage to the old school cowboy, like the Inner Circles, and what they do with the it's made by a well-known actor, and I have to remember his name, and I've been watching that a little bit, and it's really brutal.
Okay, definitely gonna have to give that a shot. Last thing with Mayans, I didn't watch. I never watched. I never watch the full season of Sons of Anarchy, and it's basically in the same vein. That's something
Yep.
you gonna give a shot to the Mayans.
Yep. I'm gonna give it a shot because I like the
Sons of Anarchy.
Yep. Yep. Of course.
I might have to give Sons of Anarchy. Like I might have to get that another shot. Try to watch it all the way through.
Yep, indeed. I'm pretty excited. There's pretty good television coming on. There's some good stuff happening on television. They're bringing back like was it shows that I watch every I've been watching Suits, so Suits is really good. So is Sinner. Sinner's really good. They got one called The Purge coming out on USA Network.
Oh, you're talking about the Purge miniseries, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. And then it's coming soon, and the attractions look really good. So I'm gonna be watching that.
Speaking of miniseries, Castle Rock, that's good too. That I don't know if you ever seen the movie Shawshank Redemption.
I have.
Bro, it's a continuation of Shawshank Redemption 30 years later.
Ooh. I didn't know you were into TV shows like that and stuff like that.
And it's got a supernatural element in it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's good. It's got the guy who played it in it. It's got the guy who played I forgot. The guy who played what's the name of the show on Showtime about the fucked up family? Anyway, the gay gangster. It got the young guy who played the gay gangster, Mickey. He's in there. But
anyway, I'm gonna hop off. I'm tired.
And I'll hit me up Monday or whatever and see how things are going.
Definitely.
I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
All right, guys. All the Twitter stuff will be in the description when the stuff loads up, and
talk to you guys later. Guys, this has been Rev Tech. It's been real. I am tired. Haven't been feeling good all weekend. So
anyway, we'll catch you guys later. Next wrestling stuff that's worth our time and your time. Basically, right?
Yeah.
So catch you guys later. Peace out.
See you, man.